Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes Srimad. Think who's reading today? I forgot.
I'm reading Prashant.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji, when you're ready.
Sure. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Prabhupada and Gurudev. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Today we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 41. Krishna and Balarama enter Mathura, from text 1 to 17. Text 1. Sukadeva Goswami said, while Akrura was still offering prayers, the Supreme Lord Krishna withdrew his form that he had revealed in the water, just as an actor winds up his performance. Text 2. When Akrura saw the vision disappear, he came out of the water and quickly finished his various ritual duties. He then returned to the chariot astonished. Text 3. Lord Krishna asked Akrura, have you seen something wonderful on the earth, in the sky, or in the water? From your appearance, we think you have. Text 4. Sri Akrura said, whatever wonderful things on the earth, sky, or water contain, all exist in you. Since you encompass everything, when I see you, what have I not seen? Text 5. And now that I am seeing you, O Supreme Absolute Truth, in whom reside all amazing things on the earth, in the sky, and in the water, what amazing things could I see in this world? Text 6. With these words, Akrura, the son of Gandhini, began driving the chariot onward. At the end of the day, he arrived in Mathura with Lord Balarama and Lord Krishna. Text 7. Wherever they passed along the road, O king, the village people came forward and looked upon the two sons of Vasudeva with great pleasure. In fact, the villagers could not withdraw their eyes from them. Text 8. Nanda Maharaja and the other residents of Vrindavana, having reached Mathura ahead of the chariot, had stopped at the garden on the outskirts of the city to wait for Krishna and Balarama. Text 9. After joining Nanda and others, the Supreme Lord Krishna, the controller of the universe, took humble Akrura's hand in his own and smilingly spoke as follows. Text 10. Lord Krishna said, take the chariot and enter the city ahead of us. Then go home. After resting here a while, we will go to see the city. Text 11. Sri Akrura said, O Master, without the two of you, I shall not enter Mathura. I am your devotee, O Lord. So it is not fair for you to abandon me, since you are always affectionate to your devotees. Text 12. Come, let us go to my house with your elder brother, the cowherdman, and your companions. O best of friends, O transcendental Lord, in this way, please grace my house with its master. Text 13. I am simply an ordinary householder attached to ritual sacrifices. So please purify my home with the dust of your lotus feet. By that act of purification, my forefathers, the sacrificial fires, and the demigods, with all become satisfied. Text 14. By bathing your feet, the exalted Bali Maharaja attained not only glorious fame and unequaled power, that also the final destination of pure devotees. Text 15. Now the waters of river Ganges has purified the three worlds, having become transcendental by bathing your feet. Lord Shiva accepted the water on his head, and by that water's grace the sons of King Sagara attained to heaven. Text 16. O Lord of Lords, Master of the universe, O you whose glories it is most pious to hear and chant. O best of the Yadus, O you whose fame is recounted in excellent poverty, so excellent poetry. O Supreme Lord Narayana, I offer you my obeisances. Text 17. The Supreme Lord said, I will come to your home with my elder brother. But first I must satisfy my friends and well-wishers by killing the enemy of the Yadu clan. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Sorry, mistakes in between. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prashant Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Hare Krishna Dear Chaitanya Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Guru Maharaj and Sri Prabhupada. When you're ready, you can start, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sundar and Prabhu, for giving me this opportunity. And thank you, Prasanti Mataji, for so wonderfully reading our shlokas today. This is very helpful, giving us an overview of the chapter. So we're going to be reading the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 41. The chapter is titled Krishna and Balrama are now finally going to enter Mathura. We'll start by offering my prayers. Om Kyantimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीन् तारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् Dear devotees, so in the last few discussions, we had seen how Akrurji, after inviting the Yadu Vansh, Nand Maharaj, and the other the villagers, and Krishna and Balram, he is bringing them to Mathura. And the party of Nand Baba and other Gopas, they are moving forward in the front, and Akrurji and Krishna and Balram, they stop in the middle and they get delayed a little bit because Guruji goes into the river to say his prayers, and then he has a wonderful darshan of the amazing form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is where the discussion last stopped, and that is where the story continues today. So in text 1 of this chapter 41, Sukdev Goswami goes to say that while Akrur was still offering prayers, the Supreme Lord Krishna withdrew his form that he had revealed in the water, just as an actor winds up his performance. So it is understood, we all know from Bhagavad Gita and our Krishna's wonderful pastimes, that Lord Krishna is the supreme mystic. There can be so many magicians, so many actors that is there in this material world, but there is none that who's more amazing, more wonderful, and more powerful than our Bhagwan Sri Krishna. He can give the spiritual vision to anybody that he desires, based on their devotion, based on their bhakti, and he can take it away also once his desire is fulfilled. We know how wonderfully he had showed the entire universe in his mouth to Mother Yashoda when she was inspecting his mouth to see if he had eaten dirt. We also see in Bhagavad Gita how he shows Arjun the universal form. And in such amazement, Arjun describes the universal form. And then he requests the Lord, Lord, please take away this ghastly form, and I want to see your original beautiful two-handed form. Then Lord Krishna takes away that vision from him. So in this particular way, Lord Krishna bestows his mercy so that a devotee can see the different forms of the Lord as one may desire. So it is only by the mercy of the Lord that we get his darshan. Even if we have to go to a dham, even if we have to go to the temple, take darshan, it is not that we go on ourselves to take darshan, but it is that the Lord himself desires, based upon our desire, to give darshan to us, give us this thing. So in this particular way, we see how Lord was pleased with Akrura, and his humility, and he gave this wonderful darshan of this form to Akrurji. So after that, Akrur, when he returns quickly out of the water and returns to the chariot to continue the journey, he is looking very amazed. It is said over here, the word that is used, he is Vismito Ratham Agmit. Now we've heard recently from devotees, Adhikar Prabhu had mentioned that Smita means somebody who's smiling, somebody who's happy. But Vismit means somebody who's astonished, who's has an amazed look on his face. So, seeing this beautiful form of the Lord, Akrurji was extremely happy. And this is called Vismit. In text 3, now Lord Krishna is having fun with his devotees. So he's asking Akrurji, so I think you must have seen something wonderful in the earth, sky, or the water. Kimte drishtam ibadbhutam bhumau viyati toeva. In the bhumi, in the viyati, and in the toe, in the water. You must have seen something wonderful in this while you were bathing, because you're looking so happy, so astonished, pleasantly surprised. So what is it that you saw? Please share with us. And now Akrurji wonderfully responds to Lord Krishna. Akrurji says, Adbhutaniha yavanti, that the wonderful things that are there, O Lord, Bhumau viyati ya jale, in the bhumi, earth, in the viyati, in the sky, or in the jale, in the water. So earth, sky, and water, whatever wonderful things are there, Tvai visvatmake tani, those all exist in you. Since you encompass everything, what when I am seeing you, what have I not seen? Kimme drishtam vipashyata. What is there to see that's amazing when everything amazing comes from you? So this is a wonderful thing that we see, that Lord Krishna, we know that He is so amazing. He is the source of all amazement in this universe. We see so many different energies of the Lord. We see so many different powerful demigods that are there. But everybody whose power or potency that we see and we get amazed with, surprised with, their origin, their source code is Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Um, it is compared in our Shastras that that the Devatas are like the different branches, different leaves on a big tree. And sometimes people who do demigod worship, they try to worship or water the different branches of the tree, the different leaves, a part of the tree. But the one who understands Vedas understands that Lord Krishna is the source of everything. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sanivishto mata smriti jnanam apohanam cha. And he says that the one who's the knower of the Vedas knows that I am the source of everything. That Lord Krishna is the root of this tree of the amazing things that take place in this universe. So that is what Akrurji is sharing. That now that I'm seeing you, I have seen all the amazing things that are there in this earth, sky, or water. It is also important that we sometimes, when we have this anartha of envy in our heart, we may see something good in another person, in another devotee sometimes, and we may feel, oh, that person is so much better than me at cooking. That person is so much better than me in that seva. And then we may develop this envy, this feeling of competitiveness from that individual. That happens a lot in material world too. But if we do realize that whatever amazing thing that is there in this world is a part and parcel of Krishna, is the energy that is given by Krishna, then in each and every situation we can appreciate and we can see the glory of Shri Krishna. So instead of having envy in our heart, we can turn that into amazement and um, have this wonderful, joyful feeling of seeing Lord Krishna's hand in everything that we see around us. In this particular way, if we develop the vision that Akrurji is having of seeing the amazing potency of the Lord everywhere, we can get rid of this anartha of envy in our heart by appreciating other people and by appreciating how others have become or instruments of Lord Krishna's wonderful energy. So in this particular way, Guruji continues in the second part that now that I am seeing you, O Supreme Truth, in whom reside all amazing things on the earth, in the sky, and the water, what amazing things could I see in this world? So he's again saying that now that I've seen you, that is all the amazing thing that I need to see. There is nothing else that's more amazing. We know that Lord Krishna has wonderful different names. One of the names is Rishikesha. He is the master of the senses. His another beautiful name is Govinda. He who gives pleasure to the cows, but also pleasure to our senses. So this wonderful personality who gives pleasure to all our senses, once he is standing in front of us, then what else do we need from him? But sometimes, people, especially in this material world, they do not realize and they go to God to ask God for things. I want this from you, God. I want that from you. I want to solve this, you to solve this problem for me. But instead of asking God from things, we do realize and do understand after reading Srimad Bhagavatam that how amazing God is. Then one should wonder, why not ask for God Himself? If He is so amazing, if He is the source of everything that is amazing in this world, then why do I hanker for broken pieces of glasses, like Dhruva Maharaj said, when I can get the diamond of bhakti, the diamond of prema bhakti, this loving devotional service to the Lord. So, in this particular way, when we understand after hearing from Srimad Bhagavatam and the lives of these wonderful devotees, how they found Lord to be so amazing and how we can also share and appreciate that amazement, then we can develop this attitude towards of not asking God for things, but asking God for Himself. And God, and anybody who fully surrenders with love and devotion, Krishna says that I give myself unto Him completely. So in this particular way, it is said that describing again one of the amazing things of the Lord, how Lord is so amazing. It was described when Nar Narayan Rishi were doing the tapasya, the penances. Indra got agitated and he sends an apsara to distract them. And how Nar Narayan Rishi, they create another apsara, and even Indra and everybody are all attracted to that particular creation. So nobody is much more amazing than our Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the Brahma Samhita, there's a prayer. Venum Kwanantamaravinda Barahavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandalpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So it is said that this our beautiful Krishna is standing with a Venu, a beautiful flute, Arvinda Dalaya Taksham, and he has wonderful lotus eyes. There is Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. There are this thousands of Cupid. If you put them on one side, and Cupids are supposed to be, or Kamdev is supposed to be the most attractive personality in this universe. Even if you put thousands of Cupid or Kamdev on one side, and you put our Lord Shri Krishna on one side, everybody will be looking at, attracted towards Lord Shri Krishna. And even though Kamdev would be attracted towards Lord Krishna. This is the beauty and amazement of our Shri Krishna. And this is what Guruji is sharing, that when I have seen you, then what is there more amazing that I would have seen in the water that I'm not seeing in front of me right now? So in this wonderful way, Guruji responds to Lord Krishna. So with these words, now the Akruji, Krishna and Balram, they start their journey towards Mathura. And it is said that they reached Mathura by the end of the day. And the party of Nanda Maharaj and the other Gopasakhas, they had already reached before and they were waiting for them. And this is because one, the party was Akruji and Lord Krishna and Balrama delayed because of Akruji's prayers. But second is when they were passing along the road, so many people were coming to take darshan of the Lord. And once they looked at the Lord, they were filled with so much pleasure that they could not take their eyes off them. This just reminds me of the Rath Yatra procession. When we pull the Rath in our cart, and when we go to Inner Harbor in the end of May, and we pull Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra Maharani, we'll see, so many people will be able to witness, the chariot of the Lord coming and be able to take darshan of the Lord. And like in Jagannath Puri, sometimes the timing doesn't go according to our plans. It goes according to the Lord's plan. So whenever the Lord wants to stop, he stops, and then he wants to move, he moves. So in this particular way, sometimes the journey can be prolonged, and this is what seems to have happened in this particular case, where Krishna and Balram were giving darshan to so many other villagers who came to take their darshan. In text 8, now that they have reached, they meet with the party of Nand Maharaj outside Mathura. And then once they join them, Lord Krishna now instructs Akrura that, Akrurji, please take the chariot and enter the city ahead of us. Then go home. After resting here a while, we will go to the city. Now, Guruji has just become so enamored and amazed with the Lord that do you think he will accept this instruction very well? So no, Guruji doesn't want to leave the side of the Lord. He folds his hand and says, "O Master, without the two of you, I shall not enter Mathura. I am your devotee." And he's giving now logic and argument to the Lord that it is not fair of you to abandon me because you are Bhaktam Te Bhakta Vatsala. You are the Bhakta Vatsal, the most affectionate to your devotees, and you have promised in so many different places, so many different shastras, that how you always protect your devotee, you never abandon your devotee. But what is to be understood also is Lord protects his devotees no matter what. Lord is not bound to physical limitations that sometimes we are in this material world. We may want to protect our family, we may want to protect our friends, but we are bound by sometimes place, time, and circumstances. But the Lord is not bound by that. He can be in one place, he can be in Dwarka, and he can manifest as the cloth of Sri Draupadi and immediately save her for her protection. So, in this particular way, the Lord, even though physically may not, in this particular way, Akrurji is requesting that you please stay with me. It is to be understood that the Lord is always with Akrurji, a pure devotee. And that is what he'll show Akrur at the end of this conversation. Guruji goes on to say that let us go to my house. Come to my house with your elder brother, the cowherdman, and your companions. O best of friends, O transcendental Lord, in this way, please grace my house with its master. He's clearly saying that the master of my house is you. I'm not the master of my house. I'm actually staying in the residence and your residence because this whole world, this whole universe belongs to you. Now, what another important point we see that Akrurji, he's just not focusing on the Lord, but he's focusing on the devotees of the Lord. Because he understands that when we serve the devotees of the Lord, that is the best way to please the Lord himself. So he's not just saying, no, no, Krishna, Balramji, you let them stay here, you only come, and together we'll chat and have our personal time and have Krishna. No, he's only interested in serving Lord and his devotees together. And that is the best way to please the Lord. And that is also an example how practically we can see the care that we should provide to devotees. Oftentimes, when we're in a congregation, we serve the temple, we serve the deities. We sometimes, not intentionally, but sometimes we do not pay attention to the devotees around us. Something may be going on in their lives. Sometimes people may be having health issues. So it is important that although our focus is on Krishna, who is our object of attraction, but naturally, our focus should also lie on those people whose object of attraction is also Sri Krishna, who are our devotees. So it is important to share your heart with them. It is important to serve them. It is important to build this loving relationship with them, and that is how we will please Krishna, just like Akrurji is showing us. Now he's also saying that he's in his humility that I am a Griha Medhina. I am simply a householder attached to ritual sacrifices. So please purify my home with the dust of your lotus feet. By act of purification, my forefathers, sacrificial fire, and demigods will all become satisfied. Now he knows, Akrurji is going on to say in the next few verses that I know that the dust of your lotus feet is so powerful that it purified the souls, the lives of the king of King Sagar and his sons. That we learn the story of how Mother Ganga was brought onto this to our material world by the rishi who prayed to deliver the sons of King Sagar. And because of knowing that potency, he's saying, Lord, please step in my home, and with the dust of your lotus feet, even my forefathers will be purified. and all the demigods will be satisfied. By bathing your feet, he gives other examples. Even Bali Maharaj attained glorious flame when he bathed the feet of Vamashi Vamandev. And similarly, he shares the example of Mother Ganga and King Sagar. And then this is a wonderful praise. He says, Deva Deva Jagannatha Punya Shavana Kirtana Yadu Uttamo Tamo Shloka Narayana Namostate. O Lord, you are the master of the universe. O Lord, whose glories are most pious to hear and chant. Punya Shavana Kirtana. And you are glorified on the choicest verses of the Srimad Bhagavatam. O Supreme Narayan, I offer you my obeisances. And now Lord Krishna gives his instruction that I will come to your house, dear Akrura, but first I must satisfy my friends and well-wishers. Because he has just said, Akrura, that you are Yadu Uttama, you are the most superior person in the Yadu clan. So Lord Krishna responds, yes, because I am the most superior person in the Yadu clan, I must do my duty of destroying this enemy of the Yadu clan, that is Kans Maharaj. So because of that, I must finish that duty, but then I will surely come to your house with my brother and satisfy you as well. So sometimes we see that our plans may not go according to what we want, but devotees should understand that a man proposes, but God disposes. Ultimately, we may have some idea and some plans to serve the Lord, but the Lord may have some other plans for us. But nevertheless, the Lord will never leave us and will definitely provide us the strength to execute His plan if we can surrender with full faith. With this, I will end the discussion today. Thank you, dear devotees, for your time. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrind ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you
Hare
so much.
Krishna, so well said. So well said. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.